Okay, so today we're meeting again. Life Plus University is on, and it is our module 10, our last module. It is about leadership, and I think it is a very exciting one. Let me share my screen and just go through this training together with you. So module 10, leader workshop. I think what we have to understand here is that we are all leaders. Of course, we grow, let's say, into different phases, into different stages of leadership. Yeah, first of all, for example, when you're a believer, your team is still quite small, and leadership is also something we have to be trained, because we're not, let's say, born with leadership skills. Okay, so let's have a look through the stages and what we should also think about. First of all, it's really about success here. It's about your own success. It's about your own journey with Life Plus. I want you all to understand that it is your business, really your business. You've got an upline to help you, and you've got a downline that works with you, where you are the one you should help. Okay, it is like a family. That's why I always love this picture. You are here, and then of course you've got your ancestors, your own parents, your own grandparents, but you also have got your children and maybe your own grandchildren. Like in real life, you've got it here in Life Plus. And now this picture, what I want to show here is you are on the journey already. That's why you're here. And now it's really about the question, who wants to come with us to the top of these mountains? Yeah, because that is where, of course, I think we all want to be. We want to come to the top of the mountain, let's say, be a 3-star diamond, or even more if we want. Yeah. And here, luck only occasionally will help you. It's not about luck here. It is really about your work and the right equipment. Yeah, that's, let's say, what I want to show with the shoes. If you've got flip-flops on, do you think you will reach the top of these mountains here with the flip-flops? Yeah, maybe with some luck. But I can tell you, if you put the right shoes on, which is the symbol of the right, let's say, equipment, and you put your work in, then you will for sure also be on the peak of the mountain. Okay? So let's have a look at the right way of working, and let's make sure that our teams get the right equipment. And I think Life Plus University with the modules is the super right equipment we have got here. So stages of leadership. People, as you are here a leader, you are, as soon, even as a believer, you're a leader already. It's the first stage of leadership. As builder, it's again a stage of leadership. Bronze, your team is bigger, and it's again a different stage of leadership. But you are a leader because people look up to you, and you have to be aware about that people look up to you. And you are leading through your example. That already starts with the way, how do you talk? How, let's say, helpful and friendly are you? Everything. And everything here counts. And that is something very important, because we have one saying, everything duplicates, let's say, after the example of the role model. Yeah. You as a parent, you are a role model, and your children are looking up to you, and they will repeat your behavior. Our children repeat how we speak. They repeat what we eat. That is how we are leading, and we should really be aware about this position. So for me, leadership, the first stages of leadership is beginning with an own reflection. I'm reflecting myself as a leader here, because everything has here, let's say, consequences, because my downliners or my children, or how you want to name it now here, will do the same and will behave the same way I do here. And that's why I would like to create an atmosphere in my team that people like to be there, and also I like what they repeat. So looking into your downline also is always a mirror. They always show you how you maybe have behaved. Yeah, it's a vice versa mirroring, let's say. That is, I think, very exciting in Life Plus. I think it's good. but it also needs awareness, and that is where leadership starts. So please, if you're here and if you're maybe taking the first steps of leadership now, maybe you're a believer or you have got your first 3 or 4 people, let's try to start this awareness. Be aware how you speak to them and already practice it, because leadership is also constant practice. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper. So, if people repeat what I do, it is about my own personal volume, of course. If I order a daily biobasics, the people ask me, what do you order, Regina? Oh, I order a daily. Well, then my downline also orders a daily. Yeah. But if I also order for more, I say, look, I maybe order maintain and protect gold. People normally repeat what I do. That is a thing I already start to explain. Yeah, I always ask the people, how much money have you got to invest into your business? Some people have more money, some people have less money, and I clarify that. Once we are all here earning money, then I want you to know, and that is now a stage of leadership, you know, that is maybe a little bit higher, but of course, it is also to understand this point in our own consumption. If I've got the goal to be a bronze partner, if you look on the right side now, if that is my goal, that I want to be a bronze partner, and everybody here now would order for 40 international points, then you need 75 people in your first 3 levels, because that is your qualification level. Then you come to the bronze. That means to the 3,000 international points you need in the first 3 levels to qualify for bronze. If you order and you duplicate that into your team for 60 IPs, you only need 50 people, because 60 times 50 is 3,000 IPs, and you need that in your first 3 levels. If you order yourself for 100 IPs and you duplicate that, you talk to your team, you do they do the same, then you only need 30 people who do that, because 100 times 30 is 3,000. I want you to have this knowledge. It means that I'm not obliging or pressuring people to order for 100 IPs, not at all. Yeah, I always talk about what can you really afford, but I have to tell them, as soon as I've got a bronze partner in the house, as soon as I've got a person in the house that says, I want to go for it, I want to be a bronze partner, I should then explain, okay, if you want to be a bronze partner, you should know, if you order for 40 IPs, you need to speak to more people. If you order for 60 IPs, you speak to less people. If you order for 400 IPs, you even have to speak to less people. Yeah, and then you will hit your goal. Yeah, but of course also your downliners. That means you have to have the knowledge now, but also the people in your downline. Imagine you've got somebody and then you would not pass on the knowledge. Yeah, then, and we will always speak about only the 40 IPs. Yeah. If the people would know that with more international points, they, of course, with less people hit their goal, they should know that. And the same with the example of diamond. Here you can see if somebody is here says, I want to be a diamond, I take the person in my team, I say, okay, look, you want to be a diamond, you should then know that if you order for 40 IPs, you need 375 people in your first 3 levels. If you order for 60, 250. And if you all order for 100, then only 150. And that is a big difference to how many people I have to inspire in my first 3 levels to, let's say, hit the goal. Okay, so that is something. And as we, again, the people look up to us, of course, as a leader, then, you know, I also say, okay, as soon as I earn money, I also reinvest it into my business and I go for more international points. That is very logical. If you speak in the normal, let's say, economy, the outside economy with an entrepreneur, he will always tell you that. I just remember, for example, Zenobia's words. Zenobia, you know her, she's got a shop in Italy. And as when she told us that the first 2 years, what did they do? Everything they were, let's say, earning with their shop, yeah, selling stuff they were selling, they reinvested it into their shop. So every business minded person, every entrepreneur with a normal shop knows that. For example, I'm selling trousers. Well, if I have sold them, I need a stock, I need more trousers to sell. So I have to, the money I earn, I just cannot go and do what I want. I have to reinvest in trousers again, that I'm able to continue with my business. Do you understand? So in the outside economy, everybody understands that. And I want you to understand it here too. That means if you then, on your way into your success, start for ordering for more international points and tell your team too, due to what they already earn, that they also take a part to reinvest into their business, then you will hit your goal quicker. A very important information, but very important also to transport it in the right way, and not from the beginning, let's say, oblige people to order for 100 or 150 international points, okay? It needs to be communicated in the right way, because at the beginning, as you know, you only need 40 international points until you are bronze to hit your goal. So then, secondly, products, add-on products. That means, for example, we've got new products like the Solis. It's again now you as a leader, how you communicated that into your team. You should, of course, communicate it. You should send out this promotion. Guys, we've got new products, the Solis. You read through the PDF on the American website. You know, on the American website, if you go on the product and you go on the product fact sheet, a whole PDF opens up and you put it into your teams. You speak about it. You explain what it is there for. And then you yourself do an add-on order. That means you try the product, you're leading through your example again, and that is what people then also will do. So always use new promotions, new products as something that you can also share with your team. And here again, people will not do what you say, they will do what you do. That means if you then order them and you've got them at home and you can show them, then they also say, oh yeah, I will also order them, because if my daddy or my mommy or my grandparents, yeah, the upline, if they have got it, I want it too. It is much more effective because people will not do what you say. It's like empty. They will do what you do because then it is visible and feelable for them, okay? The third thing is here also about your EIPAs, the income producing activities. You as a leader should never stop with your income producing activities. And what are they? The income producing activities, that means activities you do every day to produce your income for your company, is never stop sponsoring people. That is logical. I mean, if you hear Andrea or Matthias or all these, let's say, leaders up there speaking, they are Life Plus. Life Plus is a part of their lifestyle. It's a part of their thinking. That means if I meet new people, of course, I speak about my business. I speak about the products. I speak about what I'm doing. So that's why even Matthias or Andrea or me, we are still sponsoring people. Yeah. This month, for example, I sponsored 2 new people. I have to speak about my business with people I meet, and they're new and they don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so never stop sponsoring people. This is an income producing activity. Then, of course, you help your team, yeah, because that's the next part. First of all, you are active sponsoring, but then you've got a team, and as a leader, you have to help your team. Very often I can hear from downline partners when I call them, yeah, you know, my sponsor is not active. My sponsor is not responding the phone. Terrible. If I hear that, I'm devastating. How can that be? It's like if the mother would not talk to the daughter. It is terrible. Yeah, that is no business attitude. We cannot just abandon everybody we are speaking to. No, we have to treat them with the best behavior we can show, because leadership is about behavior. Yeah. So I sponsor people actively, and then I help my team always, every day. Hello, teamies, how are you? Can I help you? And so on. We are together in WhatsApp group or in Facebook, and we are communicating, or even on the phone. then you should make sure that they get the right tools. You first of all, yeah, as a leader, also read books, read brochure, look at videos, read an article, listen to the presentations again, attend the team meetings. So important, because this is really something where you've got your training, yeah, where you have got your training and where you are always also getting a better version of yourself, because that's what a leader always wants to do. A leader always wants to be the better version of him or herself every single day. Yeah, that is, for example, always a goal I have. I want to be better tomorrow than I have been today. Yeah, with my skills, but also with my personal developments, with everything, with my ethical background, with my behavior. I'm working on myself every single day. So use that. That is a producing activity, an income producing activity. For example, now when this weekend I already got the book of Gabi Steiner, the basic book, it lies here. I will read it again, because it is always inspiring for me. So please do that. That is the first stages of leadership. Now let's see. The next stages of leadership is about now also for example, our WhatsApp groups and whatever, yeah, how to behave in the WhatsApp groups and how we have to treat the flow of information. Information, that means whatever, presentations, Zoom links, everything your team has to know is coming from upwards, downwards, from the upline to the downline. It's again, let's think about family. The mother or the father shows the children how to cook, how to clean, how to go to work. We are the information, the educational information comes from the upline to the downline. That's how the information flows. And all the questions come from the downline to the upline. The children ask their parents for help if they've got questions and doubts, and the parents are answering. In real life, it is logical, and we know that, but very often in our business, we don't do that. Yeah, people start to ask their downliners, and all the doubts and wrong information is given to the downline or whatever, but it should be the other way around. Also here, I really want to create awareness. Be very clear with that. The knowledgeable upline provides, and everything you want to know has to come from the downline upwards. Tell it in your teams. Talk about it. Say, if you want to know something, please call me. And especially also doubts, because doubts are like a seed. If I've got a doubt about something and I'm asking my downline, I'm planting a seed of doubt in their minds. I don't want to do that. I want to clarify my doubts. And the clarification of my doubts is if my upline can answer me, and not if I take the seed of doubt and plant it into my downline's mind, which never can help, and they will never give me the right answer. Okay. Now, working with sidelines, very important. You have to know that as a leader. Working with sidelines means that the sideline is a parallel line. That means they are not part of your team. Okay. So that is the definition of a sideline. You all know here in our team, for example, it is, we know, for example, Sally as a sideline, yeah, but they are not part of our teams. Good. Crossline, what does that mean now? And I want to give you an example here. Imagine again a family. Sideline means a different family, okay? You're not mother and father from that. And crosslining means now that the children of the sideline of the different family now come in your house and eat, which is okay. Yeah, because you can invite them in your house, the children, and then they can eat, the downliners. But would you not want to know it as a parent? Don't you think the parents should know if the children eat with you? I think they should know. Okay, and that if the parents don't know that these children from the sideline are eating in your house, that is called crossline, and crossline is not really is not good. That can really create difficulties. Okay, You can work with, let's say, team members of Sidelines. Yes, you can do that, but please inform the upline. That's what I always do. That means if, for example, of Matthias' team, different Sidelines come into my Zooms, I always tell them, I said, hey, look, the team member so-and-so was in my Zooms. I just wanted to tell you, we dealt with this topic. We were teaching that, and we were speaking about that and that. I always inform the parents. I would do that in real life too. If, for example, the friends of my children come to my house eating, well, you know, I ask them, do your parents know that you're here? Do you know that you will eat here? We should clarify that. And then the children say yes or no, they don't know. And then I can take the phone and call the parents, say, look, your child here is in my house. She can have lunch with us together if you don't mind. Oh no, I don't mind. Everything is good. Well, that is exactly what we have to do. So Sidelines are always very welcome. Cross-lining means that the upline of the sideline is not informed that you are teaching, for example, their people. The third thing here is the comparison of compensation plans. You know, we always have this issue about other businesses and that the grass is always greener in other businesses. Well, I think grass is not greener nowhere. That we should, first of all, make sure that you as a leader understand your compensation plan. I know it is not only easy, but take your time. We've got recordings and you can go over it again and again and again. Yeah, at least you have to understand the compensation plan to the ranking, to the promotion that you're enjoying. If you're bronze, you should understand the compensation plan at least up to bronze. If you're silver or more, then more. And if you can, of course, the whole one. Now, I wanted to make this one easy now because I know that not everybody starts at the beginning, understands the compensation plan, but there are quick and easy questions how to compare compensation plans. First of all, the first question, if somebody comes with another business, you can ask is, how much money do I need to start the business? And now you know that in your country, you need 40 international points and that it is, let me speak in euros, around 60 to 80 euros. Yeah. Now, of course, in dollars in the USA, it's different. And in pounds, it's different. And in Swiss francs, it's different. So in all the other, let's say, currency, it's different. But you should know the money you need to start here of your country. So let me speak in Germany. To start my business in Germany, I need 40 international points, which is more in the less 65 to 70 euros a month. Okay, and ask the other person that wants to bring another business, how much money do you have to take in your hand to start the business? And then you can compare this first point. Now, what do you get for your money is the next question. Yeah, because you, for your 40 international point, let's say 65 to 70 euros, what do you get? You get a product, a daily biobasics or Solis purple flesh or vegan protein shake. You get a product that you can eat. That is the value. That means that is what you get for your money. You're getting a value, something you invest into your own health, what you are eating. That's what we have here. Ask the other person, what do you get for your money? In some businesses, you don't get anything because you invest money. There is no product. And then really be careful because these are the typical, let's say, pyramid schemes, okay? So very important question. Next question, how many levels deep do you get paid? Super important question. That is what our key account just mentioned, yeah? As Life Plus is paying, let's say, until to the infinity deep, I always tell you that I get paid on 23 levels deep or even more, yeah, for the time I'm here. Of course, you need the time, the years to, let's say, work on such a deep downline. Yes, it takes time, but they pay out. That is a good question. A lot of other people have to answer to you, well, my company pays on 5 levels deep, pays on 7 levels deep. And where is the rest of the money going to? Where does the money from level 7 to, let's say, like in my example, 23, where does the money go? This money goes normally to the company or is stuck in direct sales. Okay. In our company, the answer would be, I get paid on indefinite levels deep. That is the right answer to give. I never have heard it from other companies, by the way. Next, very important question. Where does your diamond have to sit? Super important. What does that mean? Where does your successful person has to sit? In Life Plus, the answer is it doesn't matter. He can sit in your first level, in your second, in your third, in your fourth, in your fifth, in your sixth, in your 10th level deep. It doesn't matter. It is your diamond. Okay. In a lot of other businesses, your diamond, your successful person has to be your first liner. And if he is not your first liner, they don't count for you. Because the compensation plan is like cutting the successful person in your deeper downline, they're cutting it like off, which is terrible. Because if maybe your first liner is a quite weak person, but the one below or the one below are strong, you will never benefit from them. In Life Plus, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where they sit. You will always have the benefit. Very big difference to other compensation plans. Yeah. And now the last question, what is the worst case that can happen here? What risk do you really take starting the business with us? Well, in Life Plus, none. I go shopping in a health shop. I get my health product back and I start eating it. So although worst case, there will be nobody out there in this world interested in my business, have I lost something? No, I'm eating a product. And then I'm free to stop whenever I want to stop because maybe I cannot speak to people or I'm not successful. But if you have invested into stock in direct sales, if you have invested money in these, let's say, money businesses, you can lose money. You can really lose everything you have invested. Imagine I have to start a direct sales business. I have to invest 1,000 euros in stock. I'm not able to sell it. I lost the 1,000 euros. Or if I invest 1,000 euros into whatever kind of virtual crypto money and it's not going well, I will lose it. So these are, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easy and quick questions you can remember if people want to present a different business to you. Ask these questions. And then please also be aware if they can answer it. A lot of people are not able to answer them. How many levels deep do you get paid? I don't know. Yeah. Where does your diamond have to sit? I don't know. I spoke to so many people who have no clue about their compensation plan, but want to bring me into their business. A very big error, guys, a very big error. Yeah. So ask these questions, but you need also the answer for that. You need to know with how much money you start. You need to know the value you get for your money. You need to know that you are getting paid on indefinite levels. You need to know that your diamond can sit wherever he wants to sit in your downline, that you still benefit from it. That means the successful person, and that the worst case is no worst case here, because the worst case would be you ordered a daily biobasics and you ate it up and you didn't continue. Okay, that's why I'm also giving the answers to you. Super important part for you as a leader. You need to know that. Now, next stage of leadership, you're growing. Okay. And imagine now meetings. I want to give you 2 examples. A physical meeting, because that's what we did before COVID. We were meeting as people. Yeah. In, for example, restaurants, we had meetings, or in, wherever, in people's houses, or, yeah. But we can also take the Zoom meeting now. First of all, behavior in a meeting. How do I want to behave as an upline, as a leader, as mommy and daddy here? People, we lead through our example. First of all, I want to be punctually because it is the meeting of my business. And here again, I want to ask the question, can you come too late to your job? No. Can you open your shop if you're self-employed too late? 20 minutes, half an hour too late? No. So why would you like to come too late to your meeting in Life Plus? For me, it is a lack of acknowledgement, not even to the people who are maybe in there, but also for your own business. Think about it a little bit. You're not giving the value to your business where you can earn money without limits. What you're always saying, what I can see in your Facebook and everything you're talking about here, you're not limited. So we've got an unlimited business here going on. Why should I want to be too late then? If I would never open my shop too late, I never opened my physiotherapy clinic too late in my case, for example, and I could never, when I still worked employed, I could never come too late either. So you're always punctual in your job, opening your business. Why would you want to be unpunctually here? So that is something we should really, really have in mind. Yeah. You should always know if you are in a meeting, it doesn't matter if it's Zoom or a presential, a real meeting, you are representing this meeting. Even if you're, let's say, a believer, you are representing here. If I am new and I'm coming to a meeting, I have a look at the people and I think, oh, these guys are doing this business. And if these guys are terrible, then I think, oh my God, what a company. So be aware that you are representing here. Yeah, we always have, how do you say that? And we always come across. You can never come not across. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I always come across as Regina. I cannot not come across. People always have an input of mine, even if I'm not talking, whatever, you come across, how you look, if you come punctually, how you are dressed, everything, you always come across. You can never not come across. Be aware of that, please. Yeah. Then if we are in a meeting, in a Zoom meeting or in a real meeting, we never speak about another business. Never. It is a Life Plus meeting. And that's why I'm speaking about Life Plus, of course. I will never, and even if I'm a believer, I will speak about my other business I have. Yeah. It is a Life Plus meeting, and the performance here is Life Plus and nothing else. If I've got another meeting, well, then, go to, then of course you speak about the other company, but not in a meeting of Life Plus. And the same, by the way, I think should be in the WhatsApp groups. Yeah, if it is a Life Plus WhatsApp group, then only contents of Life Plus should be shared and nothing else. That is a no-brainer for me. Yeah, because it is respect of what I do and respect of, what you do. Yeah, you in your WhatsApp group and you in your Zoom meeting and you in your normal meeting. Now, if I speak about real meetings, yeah, that for example, we are renting, we are going into a restaurant and then having there in a separate room a meeting, the costs of the meetings should be shared. It's not only the one who calls for the meeting that should pay for everything. No, we are a team and the cost should be shared. I mean, at the moment that is not acute because we don't do that due to the to the actual situation. But okay, now I'm in the meeting. Imagine either Zoom or a real presential meeting. I keep the energy up always. I mean, even if other people speak and if I know what they will say, or if I listen to a presentation other people will do, you will never see me like, only land back on a mobile phone or whatever. Keep the energy high means that as a leader, you, for example, in a presential meeting, yeah, make sure that you sit in some leaders in the first line and help, let's say, the speaker energetically. That means I've got eye contact. I'm looking at the person. I'm nodding. I'm interested. I'm keeping the energy high because can you imagine if you go into a meeting, yeah, and the person in front speaks and everybody's on the mobile phone, it's like pluff. It's like an energy pluff. The energy falls down. Yeah. The same in Zoom meetings and so on. Keeping the energy high means if other leaders do the meeting, I'm in there. Of course, I know how to speak the business presentation, but I'm looking at them and I'm supporting them with my energy. Very, very important. Always. Yeah. So here, keep the energy high always. That also means that if there is negativity going on, I, of course, always keep the energy high. I smile. I don't start screaming. I don't start, it is high energy, good energy. It's about solution-orientated energy. A leader always only looks for solution and never for problems, okay? Then I help the speaker. That's what I mean, energetically. And I look at him, I keep the energy up, but also, for example, I help him with the organization work. Imagine I go to Belgium and Delphine will make a presentation in a restaurant. I will help her with her computer and with electricity. We do that together. We are a team, of course, yeah? And then I never interrupt the speaker. If it is one person who does the meeting, the Zoom meeting or the presentation, I don't interrupt it. It's the performance of the person, okay? I take care that everybody has a seat and feel comfortable. Now, again, in a presential meeting, yeah, let's say Delphine would do the speak, but then new people come in. I'm representing always. That means I go to the people, say, hello, I'm Regina. Have you got a seat? Do you want to sit down? I make sure that they have a seat. And if there is no seat left, I will get up from my seat, as I don't mind if I'm a 4-star or a 15-star diamond. I get up from my seat and I give the new person the seat. That is super important. It's not about me. It's not about the ego. Oh, I'm a whatever, how many star diamond, and I will have a seat. No, it's about the new person always. We are here in a serving leadership. Super important. I make sure the new people come in, they have a seat, and they have maybe something to drink. A leader you can see and detect by its attitude. A leader, I always notice who's a leader because I can detect them by their attitude, by everything that I was now reading to you. That is proper leadership, okay? A leader also stays until the end and helps clearing up. For example, the German Zoom meetings, we have a woman called Ariane, and Ariane was always saying a proper leader stays till the end. And if you have to clear up, for example, the tables and the chairs, it's always the leader also doing it. And that is also where you detect a leader. A leader is not, presenting and then going home and leaves the clearing up to the downline. No, we are a team here and we've got a servant leadership. It's not about somebody being up here and somebody being low here. We are always on eyesight. We're always on the same level. That's what I mean when I say we are colleagues here. We are colleagues here. Okay, that is so important. So, serving attitude, that's what I mean. A leader has a serving attitude. We here function through serving leadership and not a bossy leadership from above and bossy, bossy, bossy. Yeah, no, we are servant leadership. That means everybody is important. Everybody is a colleague. And the only difference is that a leader is here a little bit longer and has a little bit more experience and maybe shares more experience. Okay, so these are the first also important steps and stages in leadership we have to know. Now, next stage, we're going, let's say, gradually upwards. Now, you are a leader higher, let's say you're silver, gold, or even maybe diamond. Yeah, then how should you act? I mean, you should always be authentic. We cannot here play a game. I mean, people realize it even in my voice, if I'm, for example, I'm in a very bad mood and I'm like, oh, hello, people, they know that. It's playing. We cannot do that. So be authentic. But of course, we also have to manage our emotions. So that means I cannot come with a bad emotion into a Zoom. I managed that before. And then I'm authentic, I'm clear, I'm respectful, I work with trust, and I'm serious. So take me as an example. I'm authentic. I respect the people here. I'm not the bossy one, servant leadership again. You can trust me. Because trust is the base of everything, of every relationship, of a private relationship or of business relationship. Trust is the floor, the solid soil of anything. Without trust, nothing good can grow. Nothing can grow, by the way. Okay? And I am serious. That means, of course, also the point, you can trust me. How do I create the trust? That I call back as a leader. If somebody calls me, I call back. I go back to the people. I care about my team. You can trust me because I'm not dealing with 500 other businesses. I'm serious about Life Plus. My commitment is 100%. Yeah, let's talk about a leadership here from, let's say, silver, gold, diamond onwards. Yeah. I am 100% Life Plus. I have no other business going on. You can trust me. I respect your contacts. I have a respectful way of acting in your groups and so in your WhatsApp groups or whatever. That is so important. And by the way, I want to tell you that from Diamond on, in the company Life Plus, if you have hit the promotion, the ranking Diamond, you will get a paper and you will have to fill a paper that Life Plus is the only network market company you are working with. That is what they are sending to you in the moment that you are a Diamond holder in Life Plus. And that is legit. Do you say that? Legit. It's legal. Yeah, you are signing. I signed. Yes, I'm only doing Life Plus company. I'm not having another network marketing company, of course, because we know we cannot dance on two marriages. I cannot drive at the same time two cars. Yeah, so that is what I'm legally signing from Diamond onwards. So that is also, of course, trust and serious, because how do you think I will come across if I'm here a Diamond holder and then, you know, somebody comes on a meeting and I speak about 3 different businesses? I mean, that doesn't make sense. Yeah. And in the economy out there, in business, in the world out there, everybody knows. I mean, if you've got a shop and you're selling your trousers again, yeah, why should I talk about the shop of my neighbor who also sells trousers? I mean, no, you would never do that. So why is it so difficult to understand that we should not do that also in our businesses here? It is leadership. Leaders don't do that. That's the point. Okay, so 100% commitment, clarity. I've got a clear way of thinking and dealing with things. I cannot say, yeah, okay, let's do this as an whatever, as an Ausnahme. How do you say Ausnahme? As a I don't know the word now. No, it's clear rules. You know, my husband is a rugby player. He's a rugby coach. You know what he says? In the whole world is playing rugby. Yeah, South Africa has a very strong team. New Zealand has a very strong team. France has a very strong team. There are teams over the whole world, different nationalities, but they all play with the same rules. They don't play rugby differently in South Africa or whatever. The same with, let's take Urban, who's playing ping pong. Ping pong is played over the whole world, but everybody has to stick to the same rules. That is clarity. I cannot start saying, well, you know, because I'm German, that is different. No, Life Plus rules are Life Plus rules. To German, to French people, it doesn't matter where. We all play with the same rules. That is clarity. Okay, in sports, it's understood, and it's in business, it's the same. What do I have as a leader? A positive mindset, a solution-orientated mindset. Of course, I'm positive, always. My downlines are there. They come with their sorrows, with their doubts, with their, you know, to me, and I've got a positive mindset and always give them solution. That's what our children do. You know, our children go out there and sometimes they cry because they fall from their bicycle, or if they're in puberty, they've got problems. We are there with our positive mindset to tell them, don't worry, sometimes we fall. Yeah, that means from the bike or whatever. We've got challenges in life and we help our children to overcome their challenges. The same here. If the downline comes to me with their challenges, which we have in business always. There is no business without challenges. Yeah, there is no business without challenge. Then we take them and we say, come on, don't worry. It also happened to me, but you know, now I overcome it. And now I'm a 2-star diamond. Let's help them and not say, oh yes, I understand you. Maybe you should stop. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. So positive, solution orientated mindset. Appearance, image, non-verbal language. That's what I meant before when I said you can never not come across. You will always come across, also non-verbally. If I'm now quiet, if I'm looking like that, or if I'm looking like that, I come across if I want or if I don't want. Do you understand what I mean here? So please be aware about your image and your appearance. You always come across. Make sure that if somebody speaks in your Zooms, if you call your downline to speak, brief them. Yeah, don't let people just, you know, without any guide. Briefing is guidance. Guide your people. They're looking up to you as a leader. They're asking you, what shall I say? How many minutes can I talk? Brief them, please, because briefing is guidance. Yeah, guidance is important. Don't leave them alone. It's like you're taking the hands of your child and guiding your child. Yeah. Then the next thing, team first. That means serving attitude. The team comes first. The team is important, not me. I am serving my team because it's about them. And this attitude, by the way, is the spirit of Life Plus. This attitude our company has. That's why, for example, they were showing up this morning, or they show up in our Zooms, the servant attitude. They're here to serve us, and we are here to serve our team. That is how Life Plus is functioning, and that is the spirit of Life Plus. Manage your emotions. So important in business. Look, again, in the outside business, in the world outside, we understand that. Let's take a shop. I've got a shop of clothes. People come in. Maybe they're not, I don't like them, or they behave funny. Will I have a go on them? Get out of my shop and blah, and whatever, and or I scream at them, or maybe they throw something on the floor without wanting, and then I scream at them, and no, I would never do that. So why do we do it here? Why do we behave like bossy people with always in a bad with a bad humor? Why? Yeah, no, we should really manage our emotions. Business is not emotion. Yeah. So solution oriented are already touched. Intrinsic motivation. That means the motivation comes from my inside to my outside. It comes from me. I don't need other people to motivate me. Yeah. If people, for example, in the morning, yeah, ask, well, no, let me give you another example. I come on board on a meeting, on a Zoom meeting, and I'm not motivated. No, oh, today I didn't sleep at night and it was so terrible, and and I'm not motivated at all. Do I say that? No, I've got an intrinsic motivation. That means I'm motivating myself, at least before I go on Zoom. It doesn't mean that I always wake up in a good mood every morning, but I deal with these emotions before I go on Zoom, and my motivation is intrinsic. I don't always need my Matthias to call me. Hello, Regina, are you motivated today? No, I motivate myself. I've got tools, maybe videos I hear, or music can motivate you, or whatever. Do that. Look for tools that motivate you before you go on you open, let's say, your working day here with Life Plus, and always be motivational to your team. Then again, also on meetings or wherever, Life Plus is religion free, politics free, and other business free. Yeah, so we're not talking about religion here, and we're not fighting about religion. We're not talking about politics or fighting about opinions in politics, and we're not here introducing or fighting another businesses. So let's keep our meetings clean. Let's keep our WhatsApp groups clean. It is only about Life Plus. Life Plus is a business, and treat it like your business. Behave like if you would go to work, to the normal work you have. Yeah, treat it the same way and behave the same way here. Very, very important. Yeah, and make sure if you are doing a meeting and somebody is, trying to talk about whatever politics or religion, then please tell them that they are not welcome to do that in your meeting. Of course, you have to do that in a nice way and find the right and nice words for that. Now, international business, what does that mean? Well, I want to create here some, let's say, consciousness that Life Plus is an international company. That means we have a range of movement internationally seen in over 60 something countries. Yeah, so be aware. Don't only think about your people in the country you live. Think big, think internationally. We don't have here any limits also because of the technology we use nowadays. So we can do everything by Zoom. We can do everything by a WhatsApp call. We can do 3 ways WhatsApp calls. We can call through Messenger. The technology is here showing us that we have no limits to work in these over 60 countries. Then also have a look at things other people do, work and travel, for example. Matthias and Neil, for example, they've got a camper van and they travel to Turkey because Neil comes from Turkey. They then also live there. They've got a house there, but on their travels, they can always work. Why? Because they understand they've got an international business and they've got the according technology for that. That means also date yourself up if you can. As a leader, you should bit by bit also invest the money you earn into a technology that helps you to work this business from anywhere. Yeah. And for example, you can work it from a mobile phone, very good, but sometimes a mobile phone is limiting you. For example, you cannot put all the PowerPoints in your mobile phone. Well, then you should think about investing into a laptop, for example. That is investment into your business. Yeah. And I also want to tell you that of course you're able to work while you're traveling, because what can we do when we're traveling? We can always find new people to speak to and offer our lifestyle concept to these people. And then maybe you also want a little business card. Imagine you're traveling in a train and then you have a little business card to say, look, you speak to somebody in the train and then you just pass it on to the person and say, look, if you want, you can come back to me and I can tell you more. Or you take the telephone number of the person, write it down. If you don't have a business card, don't worry. It's not even important. What I always have a little book in my pocket, yeah, in my bag, and a pen, and then I would write down your name and your telephone number. We speak in the train about the life and also about Life Plus, and then I say, look, maybe I've got a good offer for you. Would you like me, would you give me your telephone number? Or you type it directly into your phone. So be prepared. That's what I mean with the equipment. Be prepared, okay? Now, don't forget that the upline also gives you an international offer. We will, for example, we have Zooms in Croatian language. We have Zooms in Swedish language. We have Zooms in so many different languages, in Arabic language. Ask your upline for this offer. Say, hello, my dear upline, I know somebody in Sweden. I know somebody who speaks Arabic language, whatever. We have got here also an offer, and you can get the according information. Yeah, so we can, let's say, act internationally. Yeah, we have got the international offer, an outstanding international offer for, let's say, our people out there. Yeah, more health, better business they can work, and even our support as teams and the training and so on. And the social part, yeah, very important. That is an outstanding international offer, I would say, but still we have a personal service from the company. That means, for example, the company shows it with their call center. It is a personal service where we still speak to real people and not a kind of machines. Yeah, a lot of big companies use talk like to machines. Here you can still get people on the phone, very friendly, very good. So the company is giving us an outstanding international call center that we can work with. And now you also should give to your people an outstanding personal international service to your people, and that with your upline together, providing all the languages is possible. Okay, you can see in the big company spirit. We should just maybe also copy this spirit and carry it into our teams, our companies internationally, but still personal, so we can work internationally, but be there as a person. People follow you as a leader. Yeah, they need you. It's like mom and dad. As soon as you've got downline, as soon as you've got downline, you're a mom and a dad, and you've got the responsibility for your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and more, because now you've got a family and you cannot take your responsible part out. That is leadership. And leadership means I cook for them. Leadership means I'm serving them. I'm not the over super boss. I have got a servant mindset, and my focus is to help my team, to serve my team, to bring the solution to my team, to create a good atmosphere. Let's have fun together. Yeah, that is so important. Bossy leadership is never fun. Bossy leadership is from the upline. You have to do, you have to do, you have to do. No, they will not do what you say. They will follow you by what you're doing. It is about a suction and not a pressure. Okay? Suction and not a pressure. That is so important. And try to create this suction and don't pressure the people there. That is the big difference. And that you can only create with your own example, because people follow what you do and not what you say. And last not least, I wanted to show you a little bit about what you earn with the rankings, with the promotions you're in. But again, you also have to know as a leader, we are not allowed to do health claims. That means I cannot say, for example, pro-Antinol's heals, whatever, a heart attack. Yeah? We are not allowed to do health claims, and we're not allowed to do money claims. But I want to give you an oversight. That means this income now is in euros. Sorry, I only did it in euros. Yeah, so you would earn as a believer more and the less between 100 to 200 euros. More and the less. It's only more and the less, depending, of course, because you know, again, you understand again that the qualification is on your first 3 levels. And depending to the percentages, 5, 25, 10, 18, 12, 10, or 25, 10, 5, depending on the country you live in, where these people sit, that is why it is more and the less. So more and the less, as a believer, where you've got 500 international points on your first 3 levels, you would earn between 100 and 200 euros. As a builder, where you have 1,500 international points in your first 3 levels, you would earn between 200, 300, 400, 500, more and the less, depending where the people sit. Then you become bronze. Now the amount of IPs is 3,000 international points on the first 3 levels. You earn between 400 and 1,100 euros. It is really just more than less. And please don't take it now for granted in pounds. In pounds, it's different, because pounds is a different currency, and the dollars also. Yeah. Then silver, 6,000 international points in the first 3 levels means now around 1,000 to 2,000 euros. Gold, 9,000 international points in the first 3 levels means more and the less 1,700 to 3,500, more and the less. And then diamond, you have got 15,000 IPs on the first 3 levels. And then you can think about an income from 3,000 onwards up to 5,000. Yeah. And then if you are star diamond, then let's say from 5,000 onwards until indefinite. I mean, we've got people here that earn 10,000, 20,000, and even much more here. Okay, so just to give you an oversight, please don't take that super for now this has to be this amount of money. And please, in England it is different, and in America, in pounds, in dollars, it's different, and in francs, it's different, okay, in Switzerland. So please make sure that we have that on mind. Okay, now again, last not least, we are talking about a spirit in your heart, which is called a servant leadership, an active and servant leadership. You're active and you're always in the mood of serving your team and helping your team, okay? We create a team with a lot of motivation, good mood, good atmosphere. Please, as a leader, visualize a big team. Yeah, what you cannot dream, you cannot do. So dream big, visualize it, work with visualization, how many people you see in your company and how good they are, the good mood and the good atmosphere and so on. Do that, okay? And take part in the meetings with the people, of course. So you take part with your upline, you also take part with your downline, be there, and then follow all, let's say, the steps here I just was speaking about. Think about how you come across and what you say, and if you're smiling, and if you are wearing nice clothes or whatever, yeah? And the last sentence is I want to give to you from a guy called Tom Peters. Leaders don't create followers, leaders create leaders, and you create them. If you are the leader they want to follow, then they will automatically also transform into a leader because they will follow your example. So again, leaders don't create followers, leaders create leaders. And now you also understand the first picture I was giving here to you. If you want to go to the top, and that's why I think you're all here, to enjoy a residual income for the rest of your life, to inherit it even to your children, to really leave, let's say, a footstep behind, even for your children or for your family. If you, and you can only do that if you come here to the top, please don't rely on luck. Luck only helps you occasionally. Work on yourself, on your personal development, grow into leadership, and make sure that you've got the right equipment, because with flip-flops, you will not come up here. You need the right equipments to go. Okay, so thank you so much. That was the training for today.